Hi, how are you?
I'm good. How are you, beauty?
I'm
Oh, all
good.
the beautiful girls with the good skin is coming up here tonight.
No, but I
Mhm.
watch you all the time, and I will say that you are amazing, and I love watching everyone come on here, be vulnerable. I don't know if I'm as vulnerable as they are, because for me, I gotta stop cutting people off so quick.
Here we
I
go.
don't give people the time of day. I'm like, if you don't prove yourself within a certain amount of time,
Prove yourself.
zero patience, because I don't know, like,
So, did something happen recently where
I mean, I was talking to a guy who made a lot of money, but if you don't text me or you don't call me or you don't communicate in between dates, I don't care how much money you make. You're done. Like, you're done. It doesn't matter if you're a millionaire, a billionaire, you're done, because to me, you're not valuing my time. And I know
Girl.
that we talk about, you know, like, oh, we'll run the bag up, but I could run the bag up myself. Don't waste my time, because the thing is, we can get the money back, but we can't get the time back. So why are we stroking egos because of what a man got? Like, you know,
yeah, but I think
I'm
most men
confused.
who are
Right.
who have lots of money, who are millionaires,
uh-huh.
I'm not saying they all do, but they look at most women. I'm not saying every
Here we
man.
go.
Most men who have money are like, oh, you're a dime a dozen. There's another one. There's another one.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm not saying there aren't guys who aren't willing to chase or put in the work, but they
Why
kind
he
of
gotta
want
chase
you
you?
to, hey, how are you? They kind of want you to stroke their ego a little bit if they have some money. They want you to do it. They want you
No,
to do it.
Right.
y'all are
What?
And I guess for
confused.
myself, I'm not doing that.
Mhm.
So, and I probably should like start getting to the point where I'm like, okay, he's spending a little bit of money, so let me like,
A little bit of money.
stroke it a little bit. I'm not doing that. I'm just like, we're all humans, we're all adults, stroke your own ego. Like, I just don't got time.
Wait, so the last guy that you dated, let's say the last millionaire that you dated,
Uh-huh.
it didn't work out because you didn't stroke.
Because
Mhm.
he was playing in my face. He thought he could go 4 business days without saying something. And by the fifth one, when he tried to come back, I said, oh, your time is up. You're done. And, he tried to send me some money. He tried to, woo me over. And I'm just like, absolutely not. Like, and, people will say, oh, well, you walked away from this, and that. And to me, I don't care about stuff like that, because I have my own stuff going on. I have my own life going on. I don't need a man to buy me, if that makes sense. When you're seriously dating, you're not just dating for money. You're not just dating for gifts, especially when you can give yourself that lifestyle. I give myself that lifestyle. So for me, I'm not pressed for the gifts and the monetary things that come along with it. I think for me, I think a lot of women sell themselves short, and they will allow a man to devalue them for a cash app. I'm not doing that. I'm sorry. But I've also too started dating outside of my race, right? Like, I think that we have to.
Before we even get into that, because I feel like that's a whole nother,
Hmm.
we're going down a rabbit hole with that one. We got to touch on some of the things that she said here. So you dating rich men. She ain't said that she was in a relationship with these men. She's just dating them. They, what do y'all think how do y'all think that rich men get the money? Any man get money. If you can get the bag, run the bag up, you know that
You should
takes time.
understand. She should understand. He's busy. Like,
He's busy. Like, I'm not saying, okay, I don't know what is the proper time you go between texting or calling. I'm not even going to put a time on that or whatnot. But he did reach back out to you. Again, y'all are just dating. They get
right.
so committed and, well, not committed, but
No.
they think that dating is being in a relationship.
Like they have some
He's
kind of
living
claim.
right.
Yeah.
He's living his life. He's making money. He got to make money.
Right.
He got to go do what he's supposed to be doing.
To touch on what you said, like, what's the proper how would the timing work? It's like it all depends on how locked in you and this individual are. If you want some casual shit, y'all date and see each other from here and there, then a text every couple days or call every couple days is appropriate. But if you locked in, you can't do that to somebody you live with. Oh, I'm not just gonna call you for 4 days. We ain't gonna have no contact.
Right.
That you can't do that in that kind of scenario. Like, yeah, there's more to it. But if you just went out and y'all go out occasionally, he's busy. The man got things to do. I'm sure, like most people got things to do. Like, you want him to worship you, and she said be an adult, but you're acting like a child. You the same one saying be an adult, but you're acting like a child. He didn't text me and call me. People, they don't got time for that. Like, in that scenario, the way she said it seems like they're not together like that. So that seems appropriate to me.
Yeah. And then she said, you know, she got her own stuff going on. She making money and doing things like that. So why would you be worried about when he calling and texting you like that? If you busy, then you not worried about it like that.
Yep.
Okay, we just dating. Okay. And then this is the other part of that. You can't call him. You can't send him a text.
Being an adult. We had this conversation before. Like,
you can't do that.
Adult. Yeah.
I mean, and then Ashley said, chase. Why do y'all want to be chased? Because it's a man pursuing you. That's a long-term thing. He's in pursuit of you.
Mm-hmm.
He's doing things to get with you, not get with you, but the show, okay, I'm a good guy and things like that. He's showing who he is. He's in pursuit. He wants a relationship with you. He wants the marriage and things like that. That's a man is in pursuit. But a man that's chasing you, when you chase something and you get it, it's just over.
Right.
And then they want men to chase them. And then they wonder why after he ain't got whatever he wanted to get, the chase is over. Oh, he don't chase me no more. He already got it. It's like a cat and mouse game thing going on. So y'all want men to chase you and then cry about he got what he chased me and got the prize or whatever y'all be saying.
You think it is.
Right. And now he's gone. Instead of having a man that was in pursuit of you and wanted to be in a relationship with you and go the distance and have something long-term and meaningful with you. Y'all need to change y'all's vocabulary. You don't want a man to chase you. You want a man to pursue you.
True.
Anyways.
And that would entail that you're running to be chased. Like, that, why are you putting obstacles in his way? And it's
that's
not that's not chasing. And the texting, the whole deal, that's not chasing. Now, like I said, I think he's dealing with her on the level that they're dealing. Like, okay, we see each other every couple weeks, or whatever. Why do I have to call you, text you every day, daily? That doesn't make sense. It just doesn't.
Yeah.
To start like dating men that's not necessarily our type, which is scary though. Like for me, that's extremely scary because I've never really been comfortable dating outside my race. It's a little weird for me and a little uncomfortable.
Then don't date them guys.
I would encourage people to really kind of try that.
And do you feel like it's different now that you're dating outside of your race? Do you feel like the men that you are dating outside of your race, do you feel like they put more effort or they don't leave you on red kind of thing? What is your experience?
I don't mind being left on red. It's not being left on red, right? But what I've noticed with men with money, you got to answer the phone as soon as they call. You don't get to dictate when I answer my phone when you don't reach out in a matter of time, in a decent matter of time. But I've noticed that men outside of my race date a little more seriously. That's just been my experience. But I can't speak for everybody. But I've noticed that men outside my race do date a little more seriously than Black men. And that's just my experience.
And have you found someone, being that they date more serious, have you found someone that you're like, all right, me and this guy is going together, we're kind of vibing.
Going together.
Have you found someone who you're like kind of not locked in with, but dating consistently right now?
No.
Wow.
But they date serious though.
But not because they're not serious.
But why?
It's really because like I ain't fine. Like I'm a little picky, but that's not it either. I just feel like there has to be chemistry. It has to be like, what are we even doing? Like, you know, like I don't want to waste anyone's time either. I like having fun. I'm gonna go out. We're gonna go on dates, but I'll also be straight up with you too. Like if I don't like you, I'm just like, hey, you're a good friend. I'll just keep it real with them. I won't lead them on, but I will say I've had more luck outside my race than in.
Okay, that's fair. All right, and
so she said all of that dating outside her race and tried to put down black men. Well, black men don't date seriously, to end up saying that she's not dating anybody outside her race seriously. Girl, bye. Ain't none of them men outside of your race has taken you seriously. And you tried to lie and y'all really y'all try so hard to put black men down.
Mm-hmm.
And y'all do it in a like a backhanded way. Y'all try so hard. Stop. And the thing is, you're not attracted to those other type of men. You're attracted to black men.
Right. So what's going to happen? You're going to end up doing the same thing to them that you saying these men is doing to you. Like you're not going to be locked in. You're not going to call him every day and you're not going to do that. Like, you
don't like those other men. So she said all of that to try to put black men down, but you're not even attracted to these other men. No. So how is you going to be in something long term with these other men and you're not even have an ounce of attraction?
Right. And it's not for the quote unquote, it wouldn't be for the money because you got money from what you said.
From what she said. With him
just for his resources. So you have to have some kind of attraction. It's going to have to be something more than the money from what she said. Well, I take care of my own lifestyle and she went with all that.
Can y'all just be honest and say that y'all really do like black men? But black men have taken the red pill, and they have woken up.
Awareness.
They have awareness now, and they're not dealing with black women on that level no more. Can we just be honest?
That's pretty much what's going on in a nutshell. Like
black men is not dealing with us on that level no more.
Yeah,
right.
Not going with BS no more.
But you still love black men, but you don't want to get on their program.
Nah,
you know. Yeah, you just don't want to. You just refuse to get on black men's program, but you love them though.
She say, you know, too much, man. It's everything else.
Lying. Stop the cap. She capping.
Yeah, definitely.
You ain't found what you wanted outside your race, so why bring it up?
Right. Like you doing something serious now because you outside the race. You doing the same thing. The same thing is happening. But she's gonna say,
"Oh my God!"
But look what she did. She's not the same thing is happening. But she said, with the black men, it's their fault, and with the other man, it's her fault. That's crazy. Right. That's the divest. Like, see, you make excuses. We've said this before. Like, it was with Serena. Serena wouldn't date a dude bodied like that, built like a goddamn peanut in reverse. Mm-hmm. She wouldn't date a black man like that. She would date the other man like that. They be doing that. Like they'll accept from other races and whatever. But as far as the black man, you have to purport yourself to the upright standard. You have to be perfect in a sense, but they'll take less from other places. And she blamed herself. She said, well, it's on me. I'm picky. Like, that's crazy. Real crazy.
Right.
Let's see what's going on here.
You say you're picky. What are you picky about? Like, what are things that like, no, not for me. No.
Character. I'm real big on character. I'm real big on maturity. Honest to God, I do not have a physical type. You could look like the bottom of my shoe, and I'll be like, you know what? But you funny though. You funny. You got your life together. You got your own car. You got your own house. You're paying your bills. You know, we can go on dates. We can go on trips. You can keep up with me, because that's another thing I've noticed too, is that sometimes dating gets a little hard because if you're not, and I hate when men are like, women are just gold diggers. When you're not dating a man that is on your level, like, or
what is that?
Somewhere near it. A lot of times you got to hide what you're doing. You have to hide how you live, because then they're like, oh, you got it. You got it. Or, they're clocking your pockets, or they're looking at you, how you live, and they want to mooch off of you.
Oh my God.
But,
okay, hold on.
I will say just pick.
Okay.
This is wild.
So she said she don't want a man with money because they do X, Y, Z. Now you said you don't want a man without money. What the hell are you talking about? So she just went opposite directions. The men with money, they want you got to answer the phone. And she gave you a whole diatribe of what they not doing, and I don't have time for this and this and that. Then when you're not on your level, I gotta hide what I'm doing because I don't want him to take it. Which one is it, dummy?
I don't know what she want, and then this about I gotta hide. Come on now, how do you really hide your lifestyle? Come on now. So you gonna hide where you live, hide the car you drive, and things like that. You gotta kind of downplay your lifestyle because then he gonna think you got it. No, that's not how that works. When you go in and talking about you live in a condo and you drive a Mercedes and I got my own money and then you might come up that attracts homosexuals. That attracts the scammers and the dude that's looking at the Pookie and the Ray Rays and things like that. The man that's just there to lay up on your couch and mooch off of you. That's what he's attracted to. You got it. Since you strong and independent, you don't need no man. So I don't gotta be a man in this situation. I could just be on your couch, eating up the fruit snacks,
be like a child,
playing my PlayStation. Right. Because I ain't got to do nothing over here. Mm-hmm. That's the message that you're sending when you say all of this. It doesn't, a masculine man is not attracted to all that. When is y'all going to understand?
No points. Yeah, that's, you throw out certain kind of bait, you're going to attract certain kind of animals. Like certain kind of animals go for meat or whatever it is, dead, whatever, you know how that go.
And I'm not saying you don't have to downplay what you got. But you ain't gotta, you can be humble. There's a difference between downplaying and just being humble. Okay, when he come over to my house, he gonna see I have a condo. Yeah. I mean, he gonna see it. He gonna see what he gonna see what right. He gonna see what car I drive. Okay. Mm-hmm. But if I go in talking about what I have, that's gonna attract a certain type of man. Again, how are y'all not understanding this? Men with means don't care about your degrees and the jobs and careers because it doesn't mean anything to him.
It's not a level of attraction.
It's not going to help him because y'all don't use y'all careers and degrees and stuff to help a man. That's beneath you to do that. That's what y'all say.
Right.
So it doesn't matter to them.
Yeah, y'all hold those degrees and all that corporate status against men. Y'all don't use it to help further whatever he's got going on. It's not like, oh yeah, she's this and this and this. Our business is about to take off. No, that's for you. Right. Y'all do that shit for y'all. Those are y'all's. You know, that's for y'all's benefit and to appease you. That doesn't help the man or your family or anything like that. That's not what they do it for. It's a selfish thing. Mm-hmm. That's not an attraction. It's like something that causes distance. Like y'all use your degrees, like you said, on my level, and you heard it.
Right. On my level.
Those kind of situations. You see what I'm saying? It becomes
and what does that
adverse
mean?
To your situation. Yeah.
What does that mean for a man to be on your level? That don't even sound right. That's out of order anyway. A man ain't supposed to be on your level. Wow. Like this is how they think about men. Like y'all, I hope that y'all getting it. Like this is how these women they think about men because they start to get a little bit of resources on their own. Mm-hmm. And I'm not saying don't go out there and get it. I'm saying it's a certain type of woman that when she starts to go out there and get her degrees and careers and stuff, she thinks she's better than everybody else. Mm-hmm. And I feel like that's a character flaw, not just for women, but it's really prominent. It's really prominent in women. That got to do with your character. You're not a humble person at all. Like this is one thing to go get it, but it could be gone tomorrow.
Oh, indeed.
Like, and so if you base your worth off of, well, I got cars and I got degrees and stuff like that, and I got a career, you could lose that job. You could lose your condo. You could lose your cars and stuff. Now the degree, now they could possibly take that away. It is possible. Mm-hmm. It's common, but it is possible you can get your degree taken away from. anyways, but this is what gives them a sense of worth. And this is a masculine trait too. Like, this is masculine to think all of these things, these accomplishments make you the woman. That does nothing for your womanhood. That's just, you got it. Great. That don't make you better than nobody else. It don't make you better than men. It don't make you better than the next woman. When is y'all gonna understand that?
That's a lot of their rhetoric, you know, that they trying to the false equivalency. Like, oh, if I get money, then I'll be on the level of the men that fronted on me and all
right.
that. Like, it's
it don't work like that.
It's a whole big thing. Yeah. It's a science behind it, to be honest with you. Man.
Picky as far as character, picky as far as like maturity, picky.
Still said nothing about character though.
Right. I can help you dress. I can get you, I can get that together. Those are easy fixes. But I'm saying, like, how are you raised? How's your relationship with your parents? Do you have children?
That doesn't mean anything.
Do you take care of those children? Do you have a good relationship with their mother? Like, what are those things look like? What do other relationships in your life look like? And that will tell me a lot about a person.
And what city are you in, Ray?
I live outside of Atlanta, so I'm in Georgia.
Okay, how's dating in Georgia? Because the girls, they say they don't love it. They say it's not the best place to date. That's what all the girls are saying.
They're not lying. No, anything you've heard about it is true. It's not easy.
I would say it's a competitive city too, because there's a lot of beautiful women. And I mean, body, face, all that. They got their own money.
But really, it's not even that. I would say that, but really, a lot of the people here are bisexual. Like, there's a lot of that. Like, there's a lot of men that like men, so that is what you will run it. Really, you're not even competing with other women. You're competing with men. Like, you're not, so it's
so you're competing with other men in Atlanta.
Secretly, you don't even know you competing with other men. Secretly, you're competing with other men.
That's wild.
Or you're competing with a man that so Atlanta's so big on scamming, you really just don't know who has what. Not that you should care, but again, you just don't even know. Like, a man could look so put together, but he's living on someone's couch, or he's living outside of a
you said it don't matter.
You just never. It's just a lot of challenges. So honestly, like, if I online date, I will set it for another town or another major city, because I don't mind long distance dating, which I actually prefer.
Storage unit.
I swear, I promise you. But I'll set my city for somewhere other than Atlanta. Even in the country, I don't care. But I never really date in Atlanta.
Would you consider moving?
No.
She said she started with. God,
she confused. She
started with you not calling me. And then text me. You're done, and then the energy and just to go back and say you prefer long distance. Then the 4 days in between shouldn't be a big deal. It shouldn't be any problem if this is what you're comfortable with. She said, I'm more comfortable with. This is preposterous. These biddies.
Yeah. She started with, if you don't want me, don't talk to me.
Fantasia over here.
To, I don't know where this went. Like,
that doesn't make any sense at all, man. That's just the opposite of what you said earlier. Like, you don't want to date a man with money. Then you don't want to date men without money. You don't need what he has. I take care of my own lifestyle, but everybody's a scammer. He might be on the couch. It don't matter if you got money. He could be on anybody's couch. If you got your own money.
I don't know. Modern women don't know what they want. They don't. She said 500 things what she wanted.
She actually said one thing and then said the opposite, and then said one thing and said the opposite again. Like, you can't have it both ways. That's not a two-way street. You can't go north and south at the same time. You go east and south, east and north, at an angle, but you can't go in opposite directions like that. Like, that's two totally opposite things. What are you talking about?
And she still haven't said nothing really about character.
Man, she said dress, what you got, where you at, and all that. She didn't say one thing about your character. Excuse me. Funny.
That's not your character. Right. That's your personality.
Bingo.
That's not character.
Jesus Christ.
Like, anyway. And then that little, she could teach him how to dress. What is he, your child? Like, I mean, I think you could help, but I'm not gonna come in and change your whole wardrobe out. Oh, I don't like nothing you wear. I could help. Okay, babe, you walked out with that. I know you don't do this, but but if you walked out, babe, what you doing? That blue, those blues wasn't
Never
going
me.
together. I
Never
know.
have to worry about that on my
That's
end.
never you. I'm just using it as an example.
Right.
But but we do that. Or that tie. Are you sure
Makes
about
sense.
that tie? But I'm not gonna go and redo your whole wardrobe. Like, you just can't dress.
Shouldn't have to. They dress how
Like,
you want to dress. You can dress how
right.
you want. If you want to dress like a white dad on a vacation, then let him go ahead. Like,
let him go ahead. Like, why you gotta be so in control of what that man wear?
yeah, fucking dumb, man. Dumb.
But we're gonna continue.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, go ahead, babe.
No, go ahead, please. No, I was about to say. Yeah.
I know, crazy, right, child? I know. So I'm originally from Jersey, but the reason I would move,
you need to go back to Jersey.
No, I would move if I would move if the move made sense with my career. And the things that I have going on, you would have to convince me that, okay, this move would make a good. It would make good sense if you moved. But 9 times out of 10, these men want to go 50-50. So I ain't going nowhere. If I gotta go 50-50, you better come to me.
That's 50-50.
Yeah.
But no, not the guys you're dating though, because you're dating like more ballers, millionaires, and stuff like that.
Oh yeah,
she not.
They live here, but. That's dating. That's not.
I'm not sure no more.
That's dating. That's not in a relationship.
So if you could give one reason why you're single in Atlanta, it would be because of, I guess, the men's sexuality.
Her.
No, her. She's the own problem.
The men who are affluent have options, right? So you deal with that. So when you're dealing with a man who has money, you're dealing with a man who has many, many options.
But that's what I was saying initially at the start of our conversation. I'm like, if he doesn't say to you anything in 4 days, it's because he has so many options. So he kind of needs someone. He wants someone to be like, hey, babe, what's going on? We hanging out again?
Right. So, and then what I also noticed too is that those men want to be your only option, but you have to be one of many.
Compete.
So it's really a one-way street, if that makes sense. And you have to be okay with that.
Yes, I'm just not.
I'm gonna cut you off and I'm gonna block you, and that's gonna be that. Like,
and that's
thank you for dinner, thank you for the trip to wherever we went, but
there you go.
I'm not.
There you go.
That's not a circus that I'm willing to play a part of.
Well, you sound like you are very clear about what it is that you want, right? Like, if it's not this, out.
But I be having friends that's like, oh, just take the money. I be like, I am the money. I don't need their money.
I know that's right.
Because guess what? You playing Russian roulette with your life. So now I'm taking the money, but I'm putting myself at risk of catching AIDS, HIV, herpes. Like, you're running a risk, and to me, it's just not worth it.
You don't use protection, ma'am? Now, we know condoms don't protect you from everything, but you don't get tested. If you out here having sex regularly and have multiple partners and all of that, y'all should be getting tested. And you should be wearing some protection.
I'll tell you something.
Better yet, close your legs.
Thank you. Betty and any other of these biddies, because I know they be listening. They don't like the message and they don't want to hear it. But they be listening. I know y'all be right. And I know y'all gonna hear this too. It don't matter how much money you got. It doesn't matter. It's never attractive to act like you have all these options and you just picking through men like that. That's not attractive to men. That's just it's if you worked in Foot Locker, he'd think you was hoeing, or it looks hoish. And if you worked in the top of the corporate, you had a AOL, Time Warner, Spectrum, whoever the hell it is, whatever corporate ladder you climbed, and you was doing the same thing, it would look the same. That's never attractive. Like, it's never, you would never curry favor from a man, telling him how many options you got and how much he's just one of many. Like that's backwards. And they think that that's acceptable. See, that's just we just said earlier. Like if I get the money, then I can act like a man. No pun intended.
Right.
That's what they want to do. Like, oh, now I got money, so now I can have all the options and be that's never gonna work for you, sis. The men, I'm not even speaking about men. I'm talking about for women. Men and their options, that's a whole different thing, and we know how that works and how that presents itself in real life. But for women, that's never a good thing to let a man know he's one of my many options. That's crazy. Even if it's true, it might be damn well true, but you don't say that. You don't come in with that kind of rhetoric like that. You don't operate like that. Like you got, like you said, she got to compete. Like you want men with money, so do 90% of the women on this planet. So you're gonna have to step your game up, sister.
You're gonna have to send him a text and say, hey,
absolutely,
hey, handsome,
what's for breakfast? And and all that. You're gonna have to be the one above many.
Right. You gotta do what the other girls not doing. Now, I don't if you know how to cook, this is all what I be saying. If you know how to cook, you might want to take some muffins or some cupcakes down to his office, to stand out among the pack, because some other biddies may not know how to cook. Remember when the sisters used to cook and bring a plate?
Show you what they working with. That way, now they just twerk and bust it open in your face.
I want to show my domestic skills that I'm a wife. I can make a good plate for you. You didn't bring lunch. Oh, I got lunch for you. I'll be down there. What time you take your lunch?
Nonsense.
You take your lunch at 12. I'll be down.
You gotta compete.
You gotta compete
amongst the masses somehow, some way. You ain't that pretty. The ass ain't that fat to just skip past all the other hundreds of asses and pretty faces I got. Like that ain't gonna do it. Like you're gonna have to stand out in another way.
Right.
You don't want to compete.
And you might have a goat, throat goat 3000 that you might have to compete against, but you trying to show that you a wife, not no hoe.
Right.
So she probably got that throat goat.
Yeah, it's great.
It's great. But you trying to
other ways. You ain't gonna outthrow her.
That's what I'm saying. You might have to compete in other ways. These modern women do not want to compete
at all.
They are entitled. She don't feel like he got to text her back in a certain day. You gonna have to text him. If he got all them options, who is you? Who?
Bingo.
Oh, okay.
She said it earlier, and it's a running theme. Like these biddies think that their time is more valuable than your time.
Yes.
I can't get my time back neither, sis. Like, you know what I mean? Wasted time is on both parties. And but value, like your time, these biddies' time, don't give a fuck what they look like. Ain't no more valuable than your time.
Right.
Just fuck out of here.
Let's continue.
It's not worth it. And then the money that you think these men have, half of the time you don't even know where the money coming from. You see Risa Tisa, like half of the time these men can fake it. They be taking what's that saying? Like Robin Hood. You taking that money from somewhere else to give to me, really, but you really don't have it. So, and they know how to do that here.
Because
they know how to do it. They know how to keep up with that type of lifestyle.
It's easy to be fooled on the outside.
I'm not new to this. I'm true to this. And I will peep game real quick. And again, it's not about money. It's about character. How is your character? And that to me is more important than money, because if I marry a man or get with a man with money, I need to know that you have some level of integrity, that you're not going to be out here embarrassing me.
Right. And that's, I'm not saying it's hard to find, but it's definitely a needle in a haystack. That's what you're looking for. It sounds like you're looking for, if I'm being honest, the perfect man.
No,
right?
No.
Yes.
Character.
No.
That's what all the women.
No.
And he don't have to have a lot. He just got to have his life. You just got to have your life together.
You've been talking about money all
life. Well, yeah, but he has to make money still. He has to have his life together.
Blue collar men make money. I'm okay with that. You could be a plumber. Those are not off the table.
Okay.
You make a living, you know, so.
Mm-hmm. Okay, so he can make, let's say, $80,000, $70,000.
Yeah.
No,
he gotta go get a second job though, because in order to keep up with me, you're gonna have to be like, because I would never want to really like, I don't want to outshine you, right? Like I don't want.
Girl, if you don't make up your mind,
there's gonna be some imbalance in the home. Like you can make that, but don't be coming from my neck. Don't ask me why we got packages at the door and that's what it comes down to. Yeah. It doesn't come down to him making the 80,000. What comes down to is if I'm making significantly more, I don't want the envy or the jealousy. I don't want you to look at the men that I'm working with and then you're envious towards them. You get what I'm saying? Like to me, it doesn't matter. It wouldn't matter to me, but a lot of times men will get into the situation and it will matter more to them because they can't keep up.
Lord have mercy. Lord. I don't even know where to begin. You talking about you will date a plumber. A plumber, in the average salary for a plumber in Georgia is like $62,000. You're not dating no plumber. Stop lying. Stop the cap. You're not dating a plumber or any man working a blue collar job because you're not going to have respect for him. Now, that man might make good money in his job. That's a respected field or whatnot. You know, blue collar jobs are respected. That's what keeps the world going.
You're damn right.
But she's not gonna have respect for that man.
He's not on her level. He's not on her level.
He don't make the amount of money that she makes. He can't keep up with her. Girl.
Bingo.
And this is why you're having the dating problems that you're having. Because you're confused on what you want. You're confused on how the world works. Which one do you want? You want the man that make money, but he's scamming, he ain't got no integrity, or you want the plumber that's not on your level or whatever? Which one you want?
Can't have it both ways, man. Sorry.
And okay, let me just say this, and I'm gonna continue. Stop letting these women tell you that you're not on their level, that you have to do something according to how a woman's mind works. Please don't do that, because the way she and just flip-flop throughout this interview, this is how women, this is how our minds, this is how we flip-flop. We wishy-washy.
Yep.
Shoot, we go with what is most what we see as most successful, most our best option. That's what most women go with their best option at the time that she's gonna go with the best option. Yep. And then for some women, the hypergamy kicks in. Well, all women is hypergamous,
but hypergamy is the negative version.
Right. But all women are hypergamous, but it's how she uses it. So for most women, that hypergamy is going to kick in, and she's going to monkey branch and go to another man that makes more than you. But for a woman that is locked in with you, her hypergamy kicks in, and she wants you to be the best. She wants you to be the best plumber out there. You the top of your field. You making, you got the business. Or whatever your goals is. She's going to push you towards that.
Yep.
That's the hypergamy nature.
That's hypergamy. What they do is hypergamy.
Hypergamy. I practice hypergamy.
That whole told us she practiced hypergamy.
Oh Lord. Done. But
I'm done.
I just wanted to say that we're gonna play it to the end.
Yeah,
we'll be back with our final thoughts.
Yes.
Technically, I guess you would have to date someone who makes more than you.
No. Put it like this.
I'm not saying every blue collar man is that way.
I would just have to I would have to date someone that is comfortable in their skin and responsible. As long as you are those things, like, we good.
Okay.
And if you could take a trip or two, don't be talking about wait till payday, because we're not doing that.
The average guy who's getting a check every 2 weeks, he's going on a trip maybe once a year. Once a year, babe. to
Y'all
get
need
up and be able to take a trip
And she didn't realize
to where
this?
you want to go in first class.
Now
Stay
you
in
put
a nice
extra on
hotel.
it. Now you put extra on it.
That costs money. That's at least at the very least 4,000. At the very least.
Right.
Really?
She don't know this. Like, this is new. But this one here
I'm
is
not
like,
disagreeing. I'm not
regular
disagreeing.
men just can't get up on Wednesday and go on a trip.
But thank you for having me on here. And
thank you, Ray, for coming out. We enjoyed your energy. Please come back.
I will. Bye,
Ray.
The hypergamy and
this highlights a lot of problems. Like, y'all grow up in fantasy world. How old was that young lady again?
I missed her age. I didn't catch that.
I don't know what bubble or who raised this woman, but she act like that was news to her. Yeah, you get paid every 2 weeks. It's not feasible to just go out on, it's Tuesday, let's go to the Maldives today. Ain't nobody doing that. What lifestyle do you think you're gonna lead? Even the rich baller types that y'all like can't do that. And it ain't because of the money. I got business. All right, I'm in the NBA. Tuesday, we going to Denver. I got a game, and then I can't just pick up and say, let's just go over here. Like, that's just unrealistic for even rich men. It takes some planning. Yeah, okay, well, I'm going to be out, so I'm the CEO, so I'm going to have somebody hold down my affairs while I go to do. It's not just get up, pick up, and go.
She don't qualify for those men. That the man that could probably just pick up and go and just go wherever he want to go, and at the drop of a dime, she don't qualify. She ain't gonna even be in his vicinity.
No,
so
not at all.
So, ma'am, so you're gonna have to deal with the average brothers.
Have mercy.
And in her case, it's gonna be deal because she don't really want to. She don't want no average brother. She think she doesn't have no sense of money, calculations, and this is what most modern women is on. They don't know how to count. They don't know what money means. They don't know the value of it. They think it grow on trees. That somehow an average man is broke because he can't go on multiple trips a year. We're average. We're average people, and we go on a trip maybe once a year, like a real something that we have planned for.
Sure,
it's like once a year, but we travel, but that takes money. Like, it takes planning.
Please, man.
So
I want this whirlwind lifestyle. Like, it's just not all that realistic, man. Sorry.
Right.
And if that's what you waiting on, and again, she's describing men on opposite ends of the spectrum. You'll never get that. Like, it's either one or the other. You can't have it both ways. I'm sorry, man.
Right. So I don't know. Like, y'all just don't understand. Like, that's what average people do. Average people have to save up for a trip. I gotta wait till my paycheck. It's probably not even gonna be that. He's not gonna be able to just take that paycheck and go on a trip.
He might have the money. It's the time. Like, I can't just pop out like that. Like, who does that?
And then Ashley added extras, all the best hotels in the first class. Again, regular people are not doing it. We haven't flown first class.
I walked past.
Right. One day we will.
Yeah, sure. It'll be something to do.
It'll be something to do. The standard. Right. It's not the standard. I'm fine with the economy as long as I ain't got nobody hitting my back of my seat.
Right.
And I got the window seat. I'm good.
And why do we equate, like, okay, because he flies an economy, that he's broke, or he only travels twice a year, he's broke? That does not. That's a false equivalency. Like, this could actually just mean a person is financially stable. Like, they know how to use their finances. They're not just spending money frivolously. Like, they think that these men are broke because they just don't just throw money out and waste money. Like, man,
anyways,
you're gonna live your life, right? So in the past 15-20 years, I went all the places I wanted to go. You ain't been nowhere. So traveling might mean something to you, but I seen it already. That don't mean I'm broke. That might mean you broke. Oh, you ain't been to so-and-so? Oh, man, I've been there 10 times already. Like, it be shit, things like that happen. Like, because he's not doing it actively or whatever at this moment. Doesn't mean he didn't do it already. Motherfuckers living their life. He ain't waiting for you to come along so he could go see the world. I already been to Italy and been to here, there, wherever you want to go. Wherever he wanted to go, he would have went. But now that you're in the play, so now he's got to want to have this zest for traveling to places and doing things he's already done. If that's, I'm saying that's a way, that's a reason, or some of the reasons why people don't travel. Some people don't like to travel like that. It's kind of hectic. You know what I mean? That don't mean he broke. He could have a whole lot of money in his little local region where he's at. He could be sitting on a lot of cake. I just don't like to travel. It be like that. Like, come on, like y'all be, and it's easy. She keeps saying, "Oh, I don't know what nobody got," and the scammers and all that. Because you looking at the outside, the aesthetic. We know what a catch your eye. It might not be nothing behind that. He's fooling you because what you're looking for. Like, it's a sleight of hand, the card trick. Find the ball under the cups, doing the 3-card Monty shit on you. Like, yeah, it's a trick. He know you looking for the ball, so that's where the sleight of hand comes in. He know what you looking for. That's how you easily fool.
Like, and then she's also confused on what she really wants. Like you said, she is easily tricked and whatnot because old girl is confused. She don't know if she wants the rich dude or the blue collar average dude, and she just doesn't know. Like, the blue collar average dude might actually have the time for you that you looking for, but he don't have the money. The rich dude got the money that you looking for, but he ain't got the time. So it is what it is. You're going to have to make a choice. And I don't even think she got the options that she's saying she got. A lot of women put on the front like they just got multiple options and they just doing it like that. They ain't got no options, because if you had the options that you're saying, you wouldn't be on this dating show. And you wouldn't be up here asking Ashley, a woman that you don't even know,
how situation.
Right. You don't know what's good. What you don't know Ashley.
True indeed.
Ashley don't know you. So you asking a random lady, what was she really asking her? I don't even know what.
Really?
Did they get a resolution on what?
No.
I mean, because everything Ashley was telling her to do, she said no. So
it's not that. It's this. It's this. It's that. Like, yeah, you don't know what the hell you want talking about. This is crazy.
And you're not listening to anybody's advice. So the dudes that didn't text you back till 4 days later probably was your best option, if that's even true.
Right.
That's probably your best option. So you need to go call him up, tell him, "Hey, handsome, I got a plate."
No, but you diss him. Quote unquote, he gotta go on the 5th day. You gotta go. That's it. I'm done. All right.
Yeah, well. I know she probably blocked him, but you might need to unblock him, because that might have been your best option. Because
foolish.
Yeah, real foolish.
Women are foolish, man, and we grow up like this.
Yes. The bags. Woo. They fumble in the bags.
They fumble more than Tiki Barber. I'm telling you, man. They turning over these bags. You again. Don't finesse the man, finesse the situation. If that's the situation you found yourself in, well, you go right ahead. If, whatever stage that you find yourself in, you're going to have to, either compete to get to a higher place or deal on that level that you're dealing with. Like, if he didn't text you, y'all just talking, she even clarified to herself. That's dating. That's not in a relationship. So which one was you in with this guy who didn't text you for whatever days? Was y'all in a relationship or was y'all just dating? Because when it's date time, that's when he'll hit you up, or when he's, trying to see you and all that, he'll do that. In a relationship, I think you owe more a text of courtesy in that scenario. But you don't owe you no courtesy if you just dating and you chasing after these ballers. To be a baller, it takes time. There's not only time. There's the time to get to the money. Yes, then you got to maintain as well. When you're affluent like that, there's other things you're into too. There's your social, your peers, the men you hang around with, the things y'all do, your family outside of this bitty, whatever other things you got going on. You're important to a lot of people. Your time is valuable way more valuable, not way more, but just as valuable as she think hers is. So if he doesn't text you or doesn't get with you, it's not because he's trying to play this game. He's busy. He's doing shit. Be an adult and text him, call him, compete. You want him to kiss your rear end, but he doesn't have to. That's just the dope. That's what options do. You don't have to kiss your rear end. That's what you want. Just because he didn't call you every day, that's not really that bad, especially if y'all not locked in like that. This woman just she was all over the place, like. And again, I'm gonna have to go back and see how old she was. But this is just a symptom. Like she act like that was news. That last part at the end. Oh, if he get paid every 2 weeks, it's gonna be hard for him to take a travel. She was like, oh well, hell, I never thought about it like that. So what the hell you been thinking the last 30 years on this planet? Y'all gotta come out the Disney like trance y'all be in and think that this perfect situation is gonna present itself for you, and you ain't gonna have to do nothing for it. Or you ain't gonna have to do something to stand out above everything else. Like, this is not that. And y'all need to wake up from that shit. Y'all being taught wrong. Like, it's older biddies that's passing it to these biddies and Ashley promoting it with her highfalutin ass. Like, it's crazy. Like, in any event, I guess we gonna wrap it up right here. We had enough of this biddy. But y'all heard what we think. More importantly, we want to know what you guys think. So get down there in the comment section. Let us know if you agree, disagree. We were on base, off base. You know, we have 360-degree thinkers on this platform. Free thought, always number one here. Leave a like on your way out. Sub up if you so choose to. And we'll be back real soon with some more of this dating show foolishness. If we survive. This was a tough one. This video was all over the place. But we thank y'all for coming out. Y'all have a good evening. Be safe. And we catch you on the next one.